Ren and Stimpy, I remember I was so into Ren and Stimpy, and as I think I'd have been like 12, 13, I think, when that came out. But that first season of Ren and Stimpy was so good, and you go back and rewatch it, and it's so twisted and so sort of warped in some of the stuff that they got through on a kid's cartoon. I mean, it's a shame the creator of Ren and Stimpy ended up turning out to be a complete and utter scumbag.
Oh, yeah.
But like you kind of see but that first season, it's still hilarious, and the way they animated it, the way they did like the gross like close-ups of stuff.
The gross close-ups were some of my favorite parts of that show.
What's funny is like you don't realize how many corners they cut to get episodes out or to whatever, or to length and whatever. Like they would use the same spots, like the same intros for different stuff all the time. And sometimes they would change them a little bit, but like look back on it, they were fighting with Nickelodeon all the time about what they could actually get on the air. And so like there was huge delays between like new episodes all the time. It was the random little stuff that they put in every episode, or the random little things. And I like how they used to, one of the rules if you animated on that show was you can't, like whatever character you're drawing or working on, he cannot look the same way twice. So that's why Ren always looks weird and like from scene to scene, whatever, but they did that on purpose to make it, but it made it cool because it was like they always look so twisted, and Ren was always going insane.
Yes.
Like Stimpy was always so stupid. Everybody farted. Yeah, talking about farting. Everybody farted in that show. If there was like adults or there was like, or people.
Powdered Toast Man.
Powdered Toast Man farting, Stimpy. Yeah, it was.
Muddy Mud Skipper.
Mm. I remember the first time seeing Muddy Mud Skipper as a kid, where he's it just made me, the way they animated him flopping around. I just laughed my ass off. Like it's still funny. It's like
it is. It's Muddy Mud Skipper was like probably one of my favorite characters on that show.
He always calls Stimpy you lousy bum.
And I loved the horse. The one thing I still say from that show is when the horse goes, "Well, sir, I don't like it."
Well, do you remember the one when the horse? When they're fire dogs and they throw the horse out the lady's throwing all their shit.
Yes, I can close my eyes and still see it.
And she chucks the horse out, and the horse breaks its legs when it lands, and then it's like screaming as it crawls across the thing to go over, and they ask him what he felt about the fall, and he does the "no, sir, I don't like it" after. But like, yeah, they had a bunch of stuff there. Like I remember there's one episode where they would always have these like almost like a horror like elements to it. So like the one where they're nature show hosts and they're watching all the different creatures that are, based
oh my God, that was a really good episode.
And then the one, like there's the one where it's like the blind albino Ren in the cave, and it slaps the thing, and then like and the fly's like screaming, like it's like, oh my God, the scream that they put on that thing. It's like Jesus. Like as a kid, you didn't think anything of it, but like watching back, you're like, holy crap, they were like horror movie screams and like all over the place.
So good.